Scaling your law firm doesn't have to be difficult. It's all about mastering a few key strategies, systems, and mindsets. Welcome to the Scalable Law Podcast, where we talk about how you can increase profit in your pocket and time in your calendar. My name is Caralee and I have successfully scaled my firm so that it doesn't solely rely on me. Now I love teaching other law firm owners how to do the same. Let's transform your business starting now. Welcome back to another episode of the Scalable Law Podcast. I am so glad that you are here, no matter where you are tuning in from. It's awesome to have you tuned in. I have been on a little adventure and it was absolutely wonderful. I went to the Philippines to meet my team over there. It was so awesome. So I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things to do with running your law firm and having VAs to help you do that. I have had an amazing experience with my team and the team just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And it was really awesome meeting them. So the other thing I did while I was over there, of course, is have a holiday and a break. And the Philippines is a really awesome place to visit. If you love visiting Asian countries, but you like a Western spin to it, the Philippines is just that. And they are literally the nicest people in the world. We absolutely loved our visit to the Philippines, but seeing and meeting the team was definitely a highlight for me, for sure. So first of all, I would love to talk to you about the team that I have got over there and how they support me in my law firm. So we have got 4 team members in the Philippines, and the first team member is Sunshine, and she started out as a SEO expert in my business. As you know, it is a struggle to get your website to the front page of Google, and SEO companies charge an absolute fortune. Anything between, say, $1,500 to $4,000 a month to manage your SEO. And then you're paying all this money, and often you don't know if you're actually getting any results or not. So with that frustration in mind, a long time back, about 7 years ago, I hired a actually at the time she was 20 hours a week, I think, to work on a couple of websites that I had, including my law firm's website. It turns out that Sunshine has been a lot more value than only SEO. She is a machine and a whiz when it comes to anything to do with websites, marketing funnels, email marketing, you name it. She has been able to support me in all of that. And as we've grown the team in the Philippines, she's become the manager over there, managing the team of 4 that we have. So she pays their wages, manages their workload. We're all on a WhatsApp chat and on Trello, and she's in there making sure that the workflow is happening well as also doing work for me in terms of email marketing, making sure that all of our forms are working, making sure that we have a good client onboarding process, SEO for the website, doing articles for the website, all sorts of things. She's an absolute whiz. And when we went over to the Philippines, I suggested to her that we were going to come, and she basically made all the arrangements for the team. In the end, we had 21 people, because it wasn't just my team, but I also took Femke, who was my practice manager. She came as well. And then I invited my bookkeeper, who's got a Filipino VA too, and my partner who's got a VA, not a VA, he does a whole lot of rendering and all sorts of amazing things. So in the end, there was 3 businesses, or 4 actually, if you include Scalable Law, and the teams of people and their family members. So Sunshine had the big task of managing 21 people, transport, accommodation, activities, food, and she managed all of the money so that when I was there, I didn't have to do any of that. and she, did all the negotiating and organizing. So it was amazing to actually see her in action on the ground, working hard and organizing the team. So it was awesome meeting her. She also brought her sister and her daughter, and it was a wonderful time to spend together. Then we also had Tamara. So Tamara has worked for me since 2020. She started out 1 day a week doing graphic design. She now works half a week or maybe 20, 25 hours a week. She's an incredible graphic designer. Anything you see online of the firms or of mine in Scalable Law is either her graphic design, or we've got another amazing lady who does all of our social media, Mary, who also came on the trip. So those are the team members who do the creative content. They upload this podcast. There's so many things that they do in the background. And what it means for me is that no matter what I'm doing, I know that all this work is being done in the background. I've just hopped onto my website actually to have a look at the blog articles, which a lot of them are, or in fact, most of them are written by my team. So that's for both the firm and for Scalable Law. So there's so many tasks that I am delegating out with this amazing team in the Philippines. And for the firm, we also have another wonderful new candidate, Karen. Karen came to us to do accounts, to help with accounts. So our accounts team is growing in the firm because as we have more and more clients, we have more and more invoices to do, and we invoice monthly in the firm. And as you know, if it's not fixed fee, and we're not, for the majority of work we do, we're mostly billable per hour. So, you've got to go through all the invoices, make sure that they're all correct, make sure the lined items are correct, and then send out the invoice very carefully so that your clients are happy when they receive an invoice, because of course most clients don't like receiving legal bills. So Karen helps with that. She sits down with each of our lawyers. She has a dedicated lawyer she sits with each week, or a couple actually, and to get through all of the billing. And then she helps, the team put all of the invoices together and helps send out all the invoices. So she's an incredible team member. She came on into the firm 20 hours a week. And then we liked her so much that we have also brought her over into Scalable Law to help 20 hours a week with our customer service. So any billing issues over there, onboarding new clients, answering any questions that people have, and problem solving. And then also, of course, we've got LawBizCon too. So she's helping there as well with questions. So with everything going on, it's amazing to have all this incredible help across all of my different endeavors, and particularly, in the firm and in Scalable Law. And they're all remote. For me, living in Australia, they're only 2 hours behind in time. And they all work from home from various different places in the Philippines, which I learned so much more about when we went there. So we flew to an island called Bohol, which was absolutely beautiful. It was absolutely amazing. There was 5 of us Australians initially for the first couple of days, and we stayed right in a place called Aloha Beach, which is a touristy but gorgeous part of Bohol. And then on the Sunday, we met up with Sunshine and her sister and daughter, which was so awesome because after so many years working together, and she's become a bigger and bigger part of my business and life, it was amazing to meet her and her daughter and sister in person. We had such an awesome time. And then we picked everyone up on the Monday morning. Sunshine had organized vans. She'd organized a tourist meeting point, and we met the rest of the team, which was absolutely so much fun. We then did a few little touristy things. We went out on a boat for lunch, like up a river cruise. It was so stunning. It looked like the Amazon River. It was so gorgeous. There was music on board and a bit of dancing from the crew on board. and the most beautiful Filipino food, which I absolutely loved. And then from there, we went and did a couple of fun things. One was that we went to the zoo kind of thing. But when we walked in, and, going to the zoo thing was like $3 per person. It was barely anything at all. When we walked in, it was raining, and there was this big concrete area, and it was the floor was filled with these absolutely giant python snakes. They were some albino, like yellowy kind of ones, and big brown ones. They were honestly so shockingly huge, and they were just laying there in the rain, and we all could get photos with them. It was quite something, let me tell you. And I was absolutely shocked when I saw them. I've never been that close to huge big snakes. And then we went and saw this other cute, gorgeous little animal, which you can only find at Bohol. It's called a Tarsier, and it's this tiny little thing. It's not a monkey, but it looks a little bit like that. And it's got these cute little fingers and these massively huge eyes. And it lives in the forest. So we walked through the forest and we were able to spot some of these little creatures. They really look like something out of a movie like Avatar or The Hobbit. So it was really fun and fascinating going and seeing those little creatures. And then we were off to see what's called the Chocolate Mountains, which are little mountains that look like Hershey's chocolates. They are quite something. It was really awesome. Finally, we arrived at our resort, which was a 2-hour drive away from the main tourist area. And it was the most stunning place on the beach. It was absolutely gorgeous. We could go kayaking. We just hung out with the team. We could drink, $2 mango daiquiris, which was so much fun. Some of the team went whale shark diving, and the rest of us went into these amazing caves swimming and went to the beach for lunch. And we just enjoyed each other's company and getting to know everyone that was there. And yeah, it was just a really special time. In the evening, Sunshine organized this most amazing dinner. It's got a special traditional name, but I can't remember what that was called. And it is literally a Filipino feast where they do a pig on the spit for you. The hotel set up a table on the outside, kind of near the beach, and it was beautifully done with gorgeous flowers in the middle, and then everyone could help themselves. Of course, we were very tired because by 8 o'clock, that's like our 10 o'clock. So, and we'd traveled a long way. So we went to bed, and then all of our Filipino team stayed up chatting and getting to know each other. So there was so much value for me to meet everyone, but it was also awesome for everyone to meet each other as well. The whole thing was an absolutely amazing experience, and it was really sad to say goodbye to everyone. We had 2 days, but it just was not enough. In the future, I would definitely spend a little more time because we'd gone such a long way, and it was just so amazing to be in the company of our team over there and to meet everyone and to really get everyone, knowing everyone on a personal level. I think, the benefit of when you work in an office with people is that you do get to know, what they're watching on TV, and you get to know little tidbits about their families and personal life. Whereas when you are remote and you just contact each other really about those work tasks, and you don't get to know each other on that more personal level. So it was really, really awesome. And one of the things that I learned is that Filipino employees, I already knew this, but they are the most appreciative, lovely people to have working for you. They're loyal. They do a great job. They really care about the work that they do for you. But I learned that it's part of their culture over there. They have a really different culture to us in Australia. And their work ethic is very high and strong, and they really, really care about the work that they do. Everywhere you go, even at the hotel or in restaurants, service is number one in the Philippines, serving people and doing that really, really well. And so you can guarantee if you have a Filipino team member, they are going to be there to serve and to put all of their heart into their role. So that's, something that I already knew that about our team because they are so amazing. But when you go there and you are amongst so many Filipinos and you can see their culture, you can see exactly why it is such a golden opportunity to hire VAs and to hire Filipino team members. The other wonderful thing for me was that, we could go over there and treat our staff to an amazing time. It did not cost the earth in terms of Australian money at all. It was so reasonable. They all loved it and it was a real treat for them. And it was just so wonderful to be able to give that gift to them and their families so that they could all spend time together, not only with us and not only as a team, but also to treat their families to something as well. So that was really, really awesome. That was a huge pleasure for me and I just absolutely loved it. So we cannot wait to go back there again. We left Bohol and flew to El Nido, which is in the Palawan Islands. It is absolutely stunning. Bohol was amazing, but oh my goodness, El Nido is absolutely something else. I would definitely say go to El Nido. It's so beautiful. We had an amazing time. It was a very cute little town, cute little beach. We had to tuk-tuk along the beach to get to our hotel, which was on the water. And at high tide, you couldn't leave. You had to walk out. So when we left the hotel, we had to walk out with our suitcases along the beach, which was so much fun. It's the food is amazing. The massages are amazing. The culture is amazing. The sights and scenery are just stunning. And there's so much to do there. It's a great place for a holiday, a great place for a recharge. And of course, we went on a business trip, which had a holiday tacked onto the end of it. So that was even better, right? So if you have been contemplating hiring someone from the Philippines, but you don't know what to do or how to do it, head on over to our website, Scalable Law, and take a look. We are launching an amazing new product for law firm owners to support them because we know that not all law firm owners need a full-time person. They don't want to train them, and go through the hassle of hiring them. I have definitely had my fair share of hires that haven't worked. So what we have done is created a product that is an unlimited, all you can use product to help you run your law firm. So all the tasks that you don't like doing, particularly around your marketing, we have got a new something launching, which I'm super excited about. So head over to the Scalable Law website. You'll find a link there where you can find out more information. But what it means is that you can have your very own trained team who can assist you in your law firm and particularly in your law firm marketing. So all of the things that I've just talked to you about that we have in our firm and all the help that we have, imagine having that help for your firm for one fixed fee, which is what we are offering. So hop on over to Scalable Law and take a look. All right, it is awesome catching up with you, and I hope that today has inspired you to get the help that you need in your firm, all those tasks that you've been putting aside that you haven't yet got to. Now is the time. So I will look forward to you tuning in next week. Thank you for listening to the Scalable Law Podcast, brought to you by the Scalable Business Lounge. If you would love to know how you can get more clients without relying on referrals, head over to scalablelaw.com to watch my free masterclass. Until next time, you have got this.